Let's watch Tanvi from Tamil Nadu, Chennai, score a flawless Band 9 for her performance on this awesome IELTS speaking interview about computers, laws, and regulations. Learn the Band 9 vocabulary and idioms underlined in the subtitles by checking the definitions in the video description below. Now let's watch and learn. Welcome to the speaking section of the IELTS exam. My name is Adrian. I will be your examiner for this part of the test, and I'm recording this for clerical purposes. We are conducting this exam in Chennai. The time right now is 10 a.m. The speaking has 3 parts. I will give you instructions for each. May I see your identification?
Yes, here it is. Please look at my credentials. I had used to register for this exam about 2 weeks ago.
What is your full name?
My whole name is Tanvi Nadar, as it is in my passport. Please call me by my given name, Tanvi.
Okay, Tanvi. For part 1, I will ask you a couple of questions to get to know you better, and some questions on a general topic. Where do you live?
I live in a 2-bedroom flat with my parents in Chennai, which is the capital of Tamil Nadu.
Do you work or study?
I both work and study. I have a part-time job as a hostess, and I use my earnings to pay for my college tuitions and books. Currently, I'm studying multimedia marketing.
Let's talk about computers. How often do you use a computer?
I use my laptop every single day for both school and entertainment. Most of my studies are digital, and I'm often typing as essays and reading course materials on my PC. Also, I like to watch movies when I have a bit of time. I would say that I use my computer anywhere from 6 to 10 hours daily.
What do you use your computer for?
As I mentioned, I use it for studies and to unwind a bit. Just yesterday, I used my computer to finish an assignment on new multimedia platforms like Instagram and TikTok. After that, I also watched a movie called Toscana on Netflix.
Where do you usually use your computer?
Oh, I use my PC in a lot of different places throughout the day. At school, in my class, as well as at home in my bedroom, or at a coffee shop. Yesterday's assignment I did at school and at home.
Do you share your computer with anyone else?
No, I do not like to share my computer with anyone else, not only because it contains a lot of private information, but also I wouldn't want it to get damaged or corrupted with a virus. Just yesterday, my friend asked me if she could borrow my computer, and I had to politely refuse her.
Has the way you use a computer changed in the past 10 years?
Yes, the way I have used my computer has changed a fair bit in the last decade. I had used it for entertainment purpose in the past, but now I use it much more for school, and I just don't have as much time to play games or watch movies.
If you could change anything about the computer that you use, what would it be and why?
Given the chance to upgrade my computer, I would replace the GPU and add some more RAM. I find that it's a bit out of date and it works quite slow when I am doing graphics or video editing. The other day it completely froze on me when I was exporting a video.
That is the end of part 1. We will now continue with part 2. Clearly, Tanvi deserves a Band 9 perfect score for her performance on part 1. Right away, she answers confidently with full sentences using good vocabulary and professional language. It is obvious for the examiner that Tanvi has prepared for her IELTS exam. Practice and preparation are key to get those high band scores. You must practice different ways of responding to the question, "May I see your identification?" and "What is your full name?" You can do this on our channel in live classes Thursdays to Saturdays by connecting with teachers and students practicing your speaking. Make sure to subscribe and get notifications of our live classes so you too can practice the introduction and questions for the IELTS exam. Tanvi improves her band score by using correlative conjunctions early on when asked about work and study. She says, I both work and study, and then explains that she works at a restaurant to support her college studies. Correlative conjunctions emphasize language and show a kind of connective that a lot of lower level students tend to avoid. Using these paired conjunctions like both and, not only but also, either or, whether or, neither nor, help you to increase your band scores. Practice these at home and in our live classes. Tanvi gets a high band score because she uses some idioms accurately and naturally. You should never force an idiom or use an idiom where you are not 100% sure that it is correct. Notice when Tanvi says that she uses her computer to unwind a bit. A lot of students make the mistake of saying unwind myself. This is inaccurate and strange English. It literally means that you're all twisted up and you're unwinding yourself, instead of the idiom to unwind, which means to relax. We never add a pronoun after unwind. Be careful. Only use idioms when you are sure that it is correct. Now, let's continue. For this part, I will show you some questions. You will have 1 minute to look at the questions, think about the answers. You have some note paper and that pencil there in front of you. You can use that to take notes in the 1 minute time if you wish, and then you will have 1 to 2 minutes to speak. I will tell you when to start and when to stop.
Okay.
Please do not touch the question paper. Describe a good law in your country. Your 1 minute preparation time begins now. Tanvi, your 1 minute preparation time is up. Please begin speaking.
After some consideration, I have chosen to talk about the legal drinking age in India. I mean the age at which people are allowed to consume alcohol. In most parts of the country, people must be at least 21 years old to legally consume alcoholic beverages such as wine, beer, and spirits. And I think this is a very good law for several reasons. While it is true that Indians can vote and even get married at a younger age, drinking alcohol responsibly does require a lot of maturity. There are few places which allow people to drink alcohol at a young age, like Goa, but these places are designed and monitored for entertainment, so it's a bit different than most of the country. As most people know that alcohol can lead to a lot of bad decisions and problems, as well as some problems caused by irresponsible drinking like car accidents, violence, and social disturbance such as loud parties. Like many other people in India, I have known about this rule from a young age since my early teens, as I have observed people older than me drinking at social events and seeing alcohol in movies and in the media. I think this law affects pretty much everyone in the country, as it helps to maintain social order and minimizes crime and injury. I know that in some countries the legal drinking age is like 18 or 19, which also leads to a lot of problems. 18-year-olds have less commitments and they are in the process of leaving home or going to post-secondary schools, but 21-year-olds have more commitments and have seen the adult world. So not having this law would lead to a lot of headache for authorities and the general public.
Okay, your time is up. I will stop you there. Please put the note paper to the side, turn it over, thank you, and the pencil as well. And we will now continue with part 3. Tanvi's cue card response is clearly a perfect band 9. She answers the question right away, saying that a good law in India is having the legal drinking age being 21 years of age. Then she explains her reasoning. And once she's finished, she uses a concluding sentence. She states that not having this law would create a lot of headaches for the authorities. This indicates to the examiner that she is done and ready for part 3. Again, having this level of confidence and structure requires practice. You can practice this in our weekly live classes on our YouTube channel, where we accept student volunteers for various cue card-like questions. Make sure to subscribe and join and volunteer. You too will be able to perform at this level. Also, send us your Speaking Part 2 response in MP3 format to this email address, also in the video description, for a free band score estimate. And when you become a premium user of our course, you get unlimited assessments for both your writing and your speaking. Notice that Tanvi checks her notes and the questions throughout part 2. In this way, she ensures that she stays on topic and that she uses good information and vocabulary to answer the card. Use your 1-minute preparation time wisely so that you have useful notes for your response. Again, you can learn this on our channel in our videos and live classes. Now, let's continue. For this part, I will ask you some questions related to the topic of part 2 and your response. Let's talk about laws and regulations. Which are the most basic laws that govern most people around the world?
Other than the age of alcohol and tobacco consumption that I've just talked about, there are several laws around marriages, business, violence, and theft, which are quite common in most places to keep people safe from danger and to enable society to prosper.
Get over 100 video lessons like this one for all sections of the IELTS exam, as well as the practice tests we use for the live classes, an interactive course, and an app for your phone. Visit and join our premium IELTS package at aehelp.com. It's a one-time payment for lifetime access. Use the code LIVE9 for a 10% discount. Click the link in the video description. We are an IDP affiliate, British Council partner, IELTS Test Registration Center, and I'm a certified British Council agent. You are in the right place to get those high scores on your next exam. Begin learning for success today. Subscribe to our channel. Click over here. Watch another video. Click right up here. And click our IELTS Hero to join our premium package and get access to all of our videos, practice exams, and a fully interactive course.